Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I am Sergiy Kobzan from Beketov National University of Urban Economy in Kharkiv. The title of my article is Application of Geoinformation System in the Development of the City's Intelligent Transport Network. Relevance of the topic formulation of the problem. Ground urban transport is one of the main elements of urban development. This became especially noticeable during the so-called blackout. It was due to the proper management of the city's ground, hence that the plan of the high-quality transportation of the population was implemented. The development of motor vehicles is inextricably linked to the growth of the urban population of the servicing of its needs. The stable operation of this sector of the city economy allows you to save time for trips due to the rational distribution of roads around of the city. Ground urban transport is one of the great social importance. Not all areas of large cities are sufficiently covered by the transport network of roads to meet all the needs of the population today. On this slide, you can see a view of the polygonal layer Natalia. The transport structure of the city of Kramatorsk was chosen as the object of the study. The total length of the transport roads in the city is 347.7 kilometers. Transportation is carried out of, transportation is carried out on 22 bus, 3 tram, and 6 trolleybus roads. That is, all public transport is ground. In order to solve the existing problem, it was decided to introduce a system and high-speed bus transportation. For thus, it is necessary to make a geoinformation analysis of the city's transport infrastructure based on data on the population's accessibility of transport infrastructure facilities, in particular, public transport stops. This will reveal the weak points of the formation of the passenger transportation network. A database was developed in the Argis software product to solve the task. Level of accessibility to public transport stops. On this slide, we can see a picture named buffer zones around stop along of the network of transport roads. One of the main indicators of characterization of the level the public transport service is the availability of public transport stops. This indicator is expressed in the distance of walking approaches to stops. Normative requirement required to exceed the range of more than 500 meters. Analyzing the attribute table of the creating geodatabase for the population and population in the buffer less information was obtained for specific area regarding the total area of a residential building in the area in kilometer square and the area included in the 500-meter walking distance to stop. In the article, the author concluded the percentage of the urban population that has pedestrian access, the public transport stops. Thus, it was established that a level pedestrian accessibility to public transport stops is extremely low, from 0 to 40%, 9 districts. From 40 to 60%, 5 districts. From 60 to 80%, 8 districts. And from 80 to 100%, 1 district. As a result of the calculation, the author determined the level of pedestrian accessibility to public transport stops in the city Kramatorsk with 42%. System of high-speed bus transformation you can see for this slide. In our opinion, the introduction of system is high-speed bus transportation in the city will be able to solve problem with connecting remote areas and city center. To implement such a modern transportation system, the following step must be performed. The first step should be creating the concept of trunk roads. Dedicated lanes for public transport should be organized on the main roads that will connect transport hubs. The right of use these lines should be reserved exclusively for bus for the high-speed transportation system. The second step is the introduction of the transport intelligence. They ensure fast delivery the passengers of transport hubs. It is proposed to introduce regional local roads. Result. First, the article creates a geodatabase with the necessary classes of objects for the analysis for the indicators for improving the city's social infrastructure in the future. Second, the authors analyzes the degree of pedestrian accessibility of the population to public transport stops. Third, in the work, transport roads are designed use the ARGIS software project. And the author proposed the high-speed bus transportation system that improves pedestrian accessibility to public transport stops by 30%. Conclusions. The system proposed by the authors will exert pedestrian accessibility to public transport stops by 72%, which 30 higher than existing one. It is basic and in the event and its implementation, a number of discussion must be held with participation of expert and community representatives. The practical significance of the obtained results lie in the application of geoinformation technologies in development of high-speed bus roads in the city Kramatorsk. Such a solution to the problem will allow connect remote parts of the city and help improve the lives of citizens from the point to view the transport infrastructure of a smart city. Thank you for your attention. Glory to Ukraine and Slava Ukraini!